Still not fixed.
This does. Why this one doesn't like to work?
Maybe the light bulb is out, or?
No, it sometimes will turn on. It just doesn't.
Ooh, I can actually take it out.
Actually, let me try something. I'll try it. This thing's nothing. Okay. I'll give it a try. Alright, whenever you're ready.
Well, okay.
We'll start with the.
Alright. Oops. Okay, let's do the after start checklist.
Okay. Let's see. After start checklist: bleeds and packs.
Bleed packs? Auto and on.
Anti-ice is required and low.
No, it's off.
Low on the windshields. Probes on, which they are. Transponders required. Transponder is not required. It's on. It's on me. Transponder on me. APU electrics. It's on me.
Okay, APU off and electrics.
Check.
Yeah.
Electrics.
Check.
Off and check.
And we're using the right front cross.
Flaps.
Flaps 8 indicating.
We can set it to safe right now.
Flight controls are checked.
Is it checked or is it
Yeah, correct.
It's up to you.
Green correct, above the line complete.
Okay, the line complete.
Let's do below the line. Okay, below the line, rudder.
On you.
Okay,
The rudder, you checked it, right? We did it with the corrections.
yeah.
We're not actually going to check it though. It likes to mess up the stuff over on the ground.
Okay, checked.
Goes with steering.
Moving straight.
All the way up.
Yeah. It's no, it's
Brake temperature.
Doing check.
All good. And after start, check below the line complete.
Alright, so why don't we program the FE? And I want you to plug in, let's go to flight plan. Let's type in, so we have KMEM to KMEM, we don't want that. So type in KSTL. That's it. Excellent. You know, it still thinks we're on a missed approach, right? I want you to take KMEM and put it into L1.
And what?
Yeah, I want you to put KMEM back into L1. I want you to put it there and put it again. Alright. Now reset everything. So if you notice, just changing the destination or anything else, is specifically you have to change the origin point to reset everything. Or the aircraft will just get really confused and
I gotta do STL again.
yeah. It's just kind of to show, like, you know, you can't change it just by changing the destination like that. It doesn't change anything. It still thinks we're flying on a missed approach. So let's make sure we get our call sign in there as well. EGI 123.
Should go over the in charge of dispersing. Yeah, just put me back on the approach again.
So is there anything wrong with maybe the needles were in? We're still on the approach needle. Let's see if that might change it. Whatever. I'm screwed up here. Alright, so now we're going to want to put our departure procedure. So let's push departure out of display. And this departure. Let's find Elvis 4.
Next
Entry transition.
page.
And N, yeah, it's E tree. You guys notice? N is for north. 3, 1, 2, 3. East, 1, 2, 3. It's
Oh, that's great.
runway. 3, 6, right.
There we go.
Cool. Let's go to the lights page. Again, we have this weird 3, 6 right, 2, 2, 5, which wants us to be this whole big turnaround. We don't want that, so let's take entry and put it on top of it. Execute it. Alright, let's take KSTL and put it on top of entry. Jeez. Quick way, you can go to flight plan. Copy it from the top right. There you go. Nope. Let's get some fun. So we want to take flight plan, our destination, put it where our destination would be.
Oh, I thought you said put it above it.
No, sorry. Excuse me. So now I have an actual full flight plan. Alright, let's keep going to performance and everything.
And you'll have to enable his too.
Yep, he needs to have his enabled in.
There we go.
33,000, 1642.
Do I change that to 16,250? Yep. So basically the fuel down there, that's just kind of an estimation, an infamous, to make sure we can actually get to that altitude. The actual one is there. Cool. So now we have, yeah, we'll do 2,000. So we have our weight. What do we do with that weight?
68,530.
Yep.
Look at our
Speed cards. So let's get our V-speed set.
Just go to 69.
Yeah.
Just barely. 30 pounds. B1. What are we saying? Pressure, altitude, or anything?
So it's all 0. 29902 and everything. We're at basically
So 128.
sounds right. Select button right above it.
BR is 129. B2 139.
So when do we use the spoilers? When do we use the spoilers?
So the spoilers can be used when you're at altitude and everything, and you can slow down quickly. You can use it. You can't use them below 1,000 feet. That's the only time you can't use them. But you gotta be careful. When you're using your spoilers and everything, and you have to deploy some, your hand does not leave that lever until that is 0 again. Okay, this happens a lot where you're accidentally doing this, you're flying the airplane, and you start increasing power,
Okay.
and it's like, oh no, you still have those in. That can cause some problems.
Holy.
And also, it says handler needs to be. Make sure that we also set the speed on the. Let's get the autopilot disconnected off as well. Thank you. Alright, we have that all set in. Let's continue on with our jig. Empty menu. What is the next one? I think he said it for you. Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
Nope. I don't believe we have them on manual. Two of them on auto. Cool. Awesome. Cool. We just go, I usually have to go to the lights page usually. It really depends on file up. I usually have to go. Alright, all good? Okay. I think everything's all set. And correct. Okay. Foxtrot to Romeo to Juliet, hold short of runway 36 right.
Foxtrot, Romeo, Juliet, hold short 36 right, Braggy 123. Foxtrot, Romeo, Juliet. We're on Foxtrot, right?
Yep, Foxtrot, Juliet. Did I say Romeo, Juliet?
Yeah.
Juliet, Romeo.
Foxtrot, Juliet, Romeo, 36 center?
36 right.
Why it's not
Okay, let's go.
moving?
Ready to go? Let's give it a little more power. Cool. And when you're all centered up and ready to go, well, don't go wide. You want to have remember, this plane weighs a lot. Alright, we're at oh, that's actually Echo, isn't it? Whatever, it looks like Foxtrot to me.
To the left, right?
Left.
Oh, a little fast. Whenever you're ready, start having him run before takeoff.
Okay, let's do the before takeoff checklist.
Okay, fuel crossbow manual.
Flight attendants advised. Spotter TCAS on. Okay, I showed him earlier with the TCAS. So, right here, we're not actually going to do this every flight. The TCAS is right here. And make sure it's on automatic mode, not standby, and the traffic alert is actually on. And usually we'd also do this prior as well. We'd also do a test. Kind of see all the lights kind of popping up and a quick test on everything. It's going to tell us our TCAS system's okay.
Okay.
Right now.
TCAS test, okay.
Cool. And on this, if you come out this page as well, you can also see it right there. Cool. How fast are you going right now?
31.
Let's not
oh.
do 31 knots
Okay.
on the ground. Keep it below 25.
FMS set for runway and departure, 36 right, yep. And the Elvis 4 for entry. Flap set for takeoff, 8 degrees, indicating 8. You both say that,
That's it.
above the line before takeoff check.
Cool.
Okay, good.
Why did you hold short of really 36 center? Why'd you hold short at 36 center?
Wasn't that 369?
So I'm
Okay.
gonna say right now, you are correct.
Tell us when we're clear.
I didn't
well, you said
technically tell
taxi
you you were
236, right?
So,
Okay.
so this happens a heck of a lot with the airline pilot, specifically a lot of 135 guys. They're cleared right now. They hold short of 36 right, and they would just cross.
Okay.
Technically, even unless they tell you you are cleared to cross a runway, you cannot. So you were correct actually to stop here.
Okay.
I was just asking you
Alright,
why.
but I got the wrong.
Yeah, you were actually correct. But yeah, that's the reason. A lot of guys they say, "Oh, they told me to go there, so it's implied that I'm able to cross it." It's not.
Okay.
You actually did the right thing inadvertently, which is great. All right, I can go 2-3, clear to cross 36 center, hold short at 36 right.
Cross 36 center, hold short 36 right.
Good. After we get there, park, we're gonna brief our departure. Do that in a minute. Yeah, so it's actually kind of funny that you happen to get it, but for the wrong reason.
Okay, yeah.
it's great. It's great. You can do a runway clear, you know, so that's
Oh,
fine.
beginner's luck, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but that's a huge problem with that. Is, especially a lot of the smaller 135 guys, because they're on real time crunches, they sort of forget that.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't you give me a quick brief real fast to that department.
Okay, Memphis, Tennessee, 13, 3G, 29th of June, 18.
So the first thing you want to do, so it's Memphis, Tennessee, Elvis 4 departure. Just kind of double check that first. know it's kind of down there. We need to do that.
August for departure. 10-3G, 29th of June 18. 5% international. We got our airport elevation 341. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. Missed approach.
Missed approach.
Wait, no, sorry.
Yeah, we don't have missed approach.
I'm going down to 36 right. Turbojet aircraft. Climb heading 012. Whereas assigned by ATC. Moving inspect vectors to join assigned transition radial. Crossing the transition fix. Continue on current heading. Expect vectors from Memphis Center to join file group. Jet aircraft maintain 5,000 feet or requested altitude is lower. And 36 center. We got a light pole 1948 from DER. 928 right of center line. 77 AGL. 336 MSL. And entry. I'm just gonna take off and 012
So,
entry.
did you say there was a thing opposed to it? I couldn't remember that. Did you actually read one?
Oh no, there's not.
Yeah, there's not one. There isn't one. That's fine. Cool. 123 runway 36 right.
On runway 36 right, fragging 123.
And as we're taking the runway, we're going to be doing our 14
Below
object,
the line.
right? And you're going to do the lights.
So lights and strobes.
Once you get them all on, every light comes on. Light the whole Christmas tree. Includes the strobes, logo, and wing inspection.
Ignition anti-ice.
It's not needed for tonight because we don't need anti-ice, right? It's a nice warm day out.
CAS checked clear.
You got box results.
Oops.
You'll get a little better at that. Don't worry about it. Cool. Is that it?
What's the old checklist?
The takeoff checklist before takeoff check is complete.
Let's make sure we always say that our takeoff checklist is complete.
Okay, takeoff checklist complete.
Alright, you guys ready to go?
Ready?
9123. We're taking 36 right. Fly the Elvis for departure as filed. Fly heading 010.
Clear for takeoff runway 36 right. Fly as filed. Clear for Elvis for departure. Climb maintain 5,000. AE 123.
That's it. If you have 5,000, that's fine.
Oh, you said 10,000,
Nope.
yeah.
Didn't actually tell you altitude. I told you.
Oh, okay.
Elvis for departure as published, with the exception of a certain heading.
So are you going up to 5,000 or just 10,000?
What are you going up to?
10,000?
5,000, right? Because I told you as published. So you climb
Okay.
it as published, with
As
the exception
published.
that I gave you a heading, which was 010.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Ready to go?
Okay, my flight controls.
Your flight controls.
Takeoff, big okay.
Takeoff, complete, okay.
36 right. Good to go. Set thrust.
Throw set. 80 knots.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, abort takeoff.
Abort takeoff.
Go. Keep going. Abort takeoff. That can happen. Again, a lot.
Wouldn't the captain take over and do that?
Generally, yeah. We're teaching first officers. It's one of those things. That kind of comes.
Okay.
The captain will just immediately take over, but like, yeah. That can happen a lot. But yeah, as a matter of fact, that's happened before a lot. I can't remember the airlines, but there was a mix-up with the call sign number 9, call signs and everything, where they basically had the same exact number. It was like, I think it was Southwest, like 1549, and SkyWest 1549. They sound almost identical, right on the radio. They both were at opposite runways, and one of them was totally clear for takeoff. They both started moving. They both had to have to stop, and brakes caught on fire, but no one was hurt or anything. But that can happen. Or they can tell you to abort your takeoff, and you got to be ready for that as well.
Okay.
So cool. So it's not just an abnormality. That is an abnormality, but a good call.
Did you just say I performed an abortion? Yes, I do believe in abortion.
I mean, you just did one, I guess. Alright. Aggie 123, clear for takeoff. Runway 36 right, fly the Elvis Ford departure as published. Fly heading 010.
Okay, clear for takeoff. Runway 16 right.
36.
Caution, runway 36 right. Clear for Elvis Ford departure as published. And heading 010.
Roger,
Aggie
123, expect a higher altitude.
Expecting higher altitude after a couple of minutes departure. Aggie 123.
Alright, takeoff, config OK.
Takeoff, config OK.
Set thrust.
Thrust set. 80 knots.
Check.
V1 VR. Positive rate.
Gear up. Speed mode. Heading.
400. Yep.
Autopilot engage.
Pilot gauge. 1000 feet.
Flaps 1. Flap 0. Climb thrust. Climb check.
Okay.
So that way you can call that out. Okay.
Okay. Climb check. Fair crosswalk. Auto. Blaze and APU. Set landing lights off.
4 for 5. 1, 2, 3. Continue to climb to flight.
4 for 5.
10,000.
Say again. Aggie 123.
Aggie 1, 2, 3. Continue to climb to 10,000.
Continue climb to 10,000. Aggie 123. Got that right. Passenger signs on. Thrust reverser off. CAS. To
Aggie 1, 2, 3. Expedite climb 10,000. Climb 30 speed.
what's the call?
What was it?
What did it say?
Is it expedite climb to 10,000?
Okay.
Leveled out. It's because we didn't get it set quick enough. It actually just rolled over.
Okay.
So big deal. You're good.
Okay, climb check complete.
Okay. So a couple things we missed during that takeoff. You need to make sure you call out 400, 600, 1,000. We didn't get that at all. And we didn't set 250 for speed. I'll try that again. We'll do one more takeoff.
Okay.
Make sure we call everything out.
At what point do you want us to set 250?
So, at 1,000 feet, flop up there, first climb check, right?
Yep.
So, we pull back to, all you do is you pull back to climb and set 250. That's all you do. On 1,000.
Oh, I set 250.
And you can set 250. Remember, all he's allowed to touch is the outside. Unless you don't. Ready to go? Ready to go?
Yep.
Alright, Aggie 1, 2, 3. Clear for takeoff, runway 36 right. For the Ellis Ford departure as published, fly heading 010. Expect higher altitude a few minutes after departure.
Okay, clear for runway 36 right, Elvis Ford departure as published. Heading 010, expecting higher altitude after a few minutes. AG123.
Perfect.
It's 5,000.
Take off, take off, take off.
Clear take off.
Lights.
Okay.
Reversers. Go. Last thing we want to do is have an abort and take off the thrust reverser. Ready to go.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Already said that.
Okay, take off, config okay.
Set thrust.
Short fuel.
So set. $80 knots.
Check.
Rudder B speeds.
Yeah.
You want to rotate?
Pushing here, yeah. Hazard rate?
Alright, gear up, speed up.
400. 600.
Autopilot engage.
Okay, let's try this again. We got a little bit lost there. I did forget to remind you guys. Can you give me speeds in there? Speeds in there? Sorry about that. I'll show you the quick version.
Config flaps.
I was just thinking coming out.
Config flaps.
So, adjust your
Config flaps.
whatever.
Config flaps.
What? B speed. Oh, sorry, I was sitting there like. So adjust that real quick. And press it the whole thing in. The actual button on it. There. Then select. Push it again. They're like hidden. I don't really know why they go away.
It's not showing here though.
I don't know why they display on yours and not his sometimes. I don't know. Oh well.
Okay.
Ready to go? You're clear for the same thing, whatever, just go. Like I'm not reading up part of clearance again.
Okay, take off, config okay.
Take off, config okay.
Set thrust.
Got that polish on it. Another takeoff.
So set. $80 knots.
Check.
V1 rotate. Hazard rate.
Gear up, speed mode.
$400.
Heading.
600.
Autopilot engage.
1,000.
Flaps 1. Flap 0. Climb thrust. Climb check.
Climb check. Alright. First speed off. Blaze and APU. APU off. Blaze set. Landing lights. Off.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. I thought you climbed at 10,000.
Passenger signs on. Thrust reverse on.
10,000,
Off.
Remember, you have the rear.
Oh yeah.
So, by the way, there's a flow for it. I showed it to him earlier. When you do the climb check, lights, pressure reversers, then just do the check. Those are the two real important ones you want to control.
Okay.
Specifically, you never want those to be point blank.
Gas off. Prior to 29,000. Altimeter. Yeah. Climb check complete.
Just pull back the power a little bit to climb. So right now we're still on the there's climb. One way you can tell, because you see on the end one it says CLB. If you have it up just like very slightly forward, it goes to go around. You can kind of check that. It's kind of one way to check.
Altitude?
Altitude.
AG 123, turn left heading 270. AG 123, climb to 12,000.
Do you want the clouds on or off?
I don't care.
You don't care.
It's alright where it's at.
Sounds good. It's always fun just to kind of punch through the clouds on a departure.
$11 for 12.
11 for 12.
Cap is going on.
Let's wait a second. There's all good. Alright, you ready to do some turns? Sure. Alright, so remember we're going to be watching several, this is an inside maneuver, which is weird, I know. They always say, hey, everything's visual, but we only fly as pointed in certain conditions. So we're going to be keeping an eye on the bank. You saw how the triangle is 45 degrees. Cool. We're keeping an eye on our heading, our bank angle, our altitude, and our vertical speed mostly, and as well as our speed. We don't want to go too fast or too anything else like that. But mainly, if you keep an eye on that vertical speed, making sure that it's at 0, our altitude's kind of staying within parameters, and you keep that 45-degree bank as much as you can, you're going to nail it. And you remember the whole, call 20 degrees and everything, all that. Sounds good. Whenever you're ready, do one to the left. You're going to call it 20 degrees.
Okay.
As he's approaching. You say heading. Or approaching heading.
Degrees heading.
He's at 20 degrees, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We're slowly rolling that out. Too fast. A little slower than that. Keep going. Alright, whenever you're ready, say autopilot engage. When you're at the altitude you want.
Alright, autopilot engage.
Autopilot engage.
Alright, nice Nice commercial minimums. Nice job.
What are these two triangles, those?
Just set it like 30 degrees, isn't it? I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 45. What is that? 45? 40? 45? Yeah, it's 45. Yeah, so it's 45 degrees
Okay.
difference. Yeah, that's right. Cool. Alright, whenever you're ready, we're going to do it to the right.
20 degrees to the heading. Autopilot engage.
Yeah, that was good. That was spot on, right on. Nice job. Nothing to tell you. You did perfect. Alright. Well, let me do a couple stalls real quick. Okay. We're going to do a clean configuration stall. So basically, I kind of just want you to, we can disengage the autopilot right now if you want. Just give me a quick little climb. 10 degrees nose up. Get about 45% power. Again, we're going to go full power, absolute full power, APR thrust, and we're going to pitch about nose horizon. Give me a 20-degree bank while we're at it, too. Might as well. Make it happen even faster. Give about 10 degrees nose up.
Glow green.
Wings level, nose level. Get above that green line.
Above green.
Okay, you start pulling it back. Good. And if you want, we can also do a landing configuration stall if you want. Why don't we get flaps 20, speed 17?
Speed 170. Can we put the flaps in too?
As well. Yeah. Close up here. Get flaps at 20.
Flaps 20. Speed 170.
Give me a right 30-degree bank. Give me about a 15 degrees now. That's about 20. That's fine.
Below green.
That bank. There we go.
Flaps
Keep an
out.
eye on that speed.
Pardon?
Keep that speed.
Flaps out.
Keep the flaps at 20, which is not break that speed. Yeah, you'll be fine, see? Yeah, it's 220. Pretty good. Cool. You want to do a crazy nose up one?
That's okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Let's get flap 0 real quick.
Okay, flap 0. Speed 220 you said?
That's
250.
any maneuvers you want to do prior to us starting landings, or?
I don't think so.
Sure. Okay. Alright, we'll start do some landings. Get you all set up here.
Airspeed.
It's the fastest thing can go. We haven't done that yet.
Huh. Mach,
In corner there.
Mach point 6364. Okay.
Get way faster than that at higher altitudes, though. Which we will. Alright, all set to go. Alright, we're doing runway 36. Good 36? Flaps 20 gear down. Everything running 18 right.
Runway 18 right.
Yep.
Is it ILS?
Look at this air flowing. That air. Is there? Can you blow air through this? Yeah, okay. I thought we did last time for some reason.
Oops.
That lightning.
Computer gets a little warm. I don't want him to be programming this. You already programmed it, I want him to do it. Didn't you do it?
What?
Did you program the departure arrival?
I can't remember. I think I might have. Wait, I don't know.
I was like, he was doing
Yeah,
it, so I was like,
you
do it.
programmed it, of course. So.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, okay.
These things get programmed by the person flying it while he's flying the airplane way out there. So we'll get that back later. But he already programmed it for you, so that's okay. Don't worry about
Not
it.
really good.
Okay. So let's take rail and we'll put it up on to 36 right. And execute that. Alright, let's give me a brief run on landing.
The approach brief. Cape Memphis, Tennessee, ILS, runway 18 right, 11-4, 19th of April, 2019.
dashboard, yep.
Okay.
Localizers 109.9. Is that in there?
Nope. That's it.
Let's find the airport.
Yeah.
9.9.
Final approach course is 180. Glide slope that was 2,1705 AGL. ILS, the decision altitude is 495. It's 200 feet AGL.
Yep.
Airport elevation 341. Touchdown zone 295. From the Memphis VOR, sector altitude.
Safe altitude.
What?
Safe altitude.
What I said?
It's sector altitude.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, safe altitude. Yeah, that's right.
Like the technical term is sector.
Okay.
But it's same thing. Southwest of the VOR 2,100 feet. Northeast is 2,500 feet. Missed approach, climb to 900, then climbing right turn 5,000 outbound on Memphis VOR. Radial 212 to Jebob International intersection.
It is safe altitude.
What?
It is safe. It is sector altitude. Didn't know that.
D20.0 UJN hold at McVeigh will be 4,000 per rail, 3,000 Elvis, 2,000 should be intercepting the glide slope. And then Sam 840.
We won't need Sam, right?
What?
We won't need Sam.
Yeah, I guess that's what it was.
All right. Cool. Does that match up with our FMS altitudes?
Let's see. Elvis at 2,000. Yeah.
Cool. Let's double check.
Yep.
Cool. Ready to go?
Yes. When do we do the in-range?
Yeah, we'll have to do that. So the in-range checklist is one that's kind of done generally when you're clear to start descending from your top out, your service altitude and everything. You're coming down, kind of start your star. So we'll just kind of do it now, just kind of get out of the way. So when we do the in-range checklist, that's on you.
Yep. Landing elevation set.
Checklist, yeah.
Fuel.
So check your fuel. So we have 14,610. It's more than enough to get to the airport.
Yep.
You can also long check that your all pumps are working, but you're fine.
Okay.
Also check the range.
Fuel checked. Our altimeters. 2992 set left and center.
No, you said right.
Okay. Radar terrain. I just turned it on.
What is that? Lightning, or is that just lights flashing? Or?
Where? In front of you?
And then down there, dude.
Those are actually lights.
Those never done.
Runway and night and flare lights and all that.
Oh.
Approach lights and everything. It looks kind of weird, I know. That'd be some crazy lightning out there, dude. Constant.
Crawling system. Check that clear. Landing data.
Don't worry about it. Landing data. It's like,
Okay.
so you're right. Yeah.
Approach briefing. Complete.
And then are we at 3,000 feet? Should we do the below 10,000 or checklist?
Yep, we're at that. We're going to do the TENS checks. So
Okay,
we can
yeah.
go below 10,000 feet when we're on our star or approach or whatever they're having us do. Flying pilot will call for TENS checks, which is basically just the passenger signs and sterile light.
Alright, let's do the 10th check.
Take over here, because when we're en route and everything, it'll be off, so we'll hear one. Cool. Also, when we're en route, we'll turn the sterile light on. Because then we're sterile cockpit below 10,000 feet, right?
Yep.
Cool. Landing lights don't come on until the God, I'm tired. What's it called? The before landing checklist. So
Okay.
that's when it comes on, or depending on your company, that's something. 10 miles, something like that.
Okay, and then probably should do the before landing check too, huh?
Nope, that happens after your
Profile.
that's right. Yeah,
Do the profile.
Alright, you're at 20 degrees of flaps. What speed do we need to be at?
170.
Nope, it's 170. 170. That's what I get for not getting enough sleep last night.
Yeah.
But
I slept like 5 hours last night. I had to get up at
we
6:30.
got like 3.
Flight canceled this morning. Yeah.
Alright, ready to go? When we get our autopilot on, let's get the transfer switch on and the approach switch. Cool. Ready to go?
Yes.
I forgot. Alright, there we go. It was a nice night while it was. Ready to go?
Yes.
I feel you. I'm gonna go to my other job tomorrow morning. Yeah, so it's minimum sector altitude on approach points, but it's safe altitude on approaches. The more you know.
Oh, gear was down already.
Not quite. Not at Elvis yet. Right? Not at Elvis yet, which is the final approach. Our gear's already down.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Gear is down?
Yeah, because the computer likes to have it down when it resets.
Well, you can set flaps to 30 then.
Okay. Speed 160. Flaps 30.
And use 141 as the
141.
reference
Okay.
speed for moving up again.
Flaps 45, speed 141.
Say V reference 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on him to get the road.
Reference 45, space 40, plus 45. And you hold before landing check.
Yeah, yep. Let's do the before landing check.
Roger, before landing checklist. Flight attendant. Let's try. Thrust reversers. Armed. Running lights. Flaps 45, indicating 45.
45 indicating 45.
Okay, before landing checklist complete.
And one thing we can start doing as well is we kind of get more used to the airplane. When we're at 1,000 feet, we can also call gear down, 3 green, stabilized. If we're stabilized, obviously.
Where does it show our green?
So gear down, 3 green, and we can also say stabilized as well at 1,000 feet. Once we get kind of more used to the airplane, it's fine. Biggest problem that a lot of the airlines have been saying with training is unstable approaches. The #1 reason for go-arounds. So we can start kind of clenching that idea now. We can really help ourselves out later.
So do I take over the control below 80?
At 80 knots, you take the controls. At 60 knots, you stow.
Okay.
I think I told you guys wrong last time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got them mixed up myself. Sorry about that. So 80 knots, you take controls.
Okay.
And 60 knots, you stow the thrust reversers.
Yeah.
Good, good.
1,000 feet.
So 1,000 feet.
1,000.
You can say gear down, 3 green, stabilized.
Gear down, 3 greens, stabilized.
Cool. As long as we're actually stabilized, of course. We are stabilized. Not some weird bank angle or having trouble holding the altitude too fast or anything.
So when I I'm turning the taxi lights on. Am I on? Like, can I recommend you to turn on the taxi lights too?
All lights on. Unless your SOP says otherwise, of course. Alright, we're on the field. You have to take off the autopilot.
500.
Autopilot is engaged.
1, 2, 3. Let me know when you have the airport inside.
Negative. Aggie 1, 2, 3. Minimum running not in sight.
Okay, gear up. Flaps 8.
Gear up. Flaps 8.
Set your let's go. Over here, take 900, put on the compass. Very top.
Oops.
Very top. No. Execute. It's about 900. Put it on the very top. Execute. Why is it doing that? Hold on one second. 900. What the heck? Huh. Well, that's new. There you go.
Okay.
And switch to white. Switch to white. Cool. Why don't you give him autopilot and we'll give him autopilot? Yeah. Not sure what's going on with that, by the way. That was weird. Oh, my God. Missed approach. I forgot to miss approach now. That's what I get. I forgot. 1-8.
Climb to 900, then climb right turn to 5,000. Up on Memphis.
I don't know why I held this for some reason. Wanted to go everywhere.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I think that was because we were above 900.
You know, I don't know what's happening. That was weird. That's just gonna be a nice turn.
Heading north.
That mess with me down there for a minute. Every time I click 900 to one, the other one. Okay. Did miss approach. That's great. That's actually where the airport now.
Autopilot is on.
To what? Gear down? Alrighty.
1,000.
Oh, 1,000.
Very good. We set speed for him real quick. It's 140.
We need to set the V speed. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think we're all getting tired. Let me know when you see it. 3, 1, 2, 3. Let us know when you have.
Okay, go down to green, stabilize.
500.
The airport inside. Airport inside. Aggie 1 to 3.
1, 2, 3. Clear to land runway 18.
Clear to land runway 18 line.
Don't worry about it. I don't know.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
A little bit below glide slope.
Glide slope. 100.
There we go.
Glide slope.
Just gonna power down a little bit here. Just right there.
50.
You're good.
40. 30. 20. 10.
nose does not like to come down unless you kind of plop her down.
Below 80, auto control.
Flight controls.
Auto flight control. Flaps. Full flight? Okay. Oops. Was man, I'm so tired.
Get ready. We got our pretty far. I want to get all the flaps down, all the gear down, all this stuff. Come in for a landing. Make it a nice one.
It's
Oh, you see the Luxor over there? There's actually one in Memphis as well. You can see the
the pyramid.
Let me know whenever you guys are ready to go.
Good to go.
AG1 to 183, 18 right, AG123.
Good. What's going on?
It's approach mode.
You're good.
Yeah, it's turning to the right though.
Wonder why that would be.
Not in heavy mode.
Check your wind direction. Check your wind. You're fine, dude. It's got the look at your wind. You got a 28 knot crosswind. It's adjusting right now to crab into it. You're not turning. It was adjusting for it.
Can you set the heading bug to 180?
Sir. Except for 180 over here.
Yeah, so it basically will automatically crab into the wind for you right now because you have a 20 knot direct crosswind coming from this direction.
Oh, that's is that the wind direction?
Yeah,
And
it shows the wind direction, the vector, and everything, and the speed.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's good you tried to call that. I was like, no, calm down, it's fine. Also, you would have known that in reality. You had to be paid this a long time ago. You're
That caught me off guard.
good. Yeah, that's good. It caught you off guard.
1,000 feet, go down through greens.
You're doing too well.
1,000.
Unfortunately, you gotta fly without the autopilot. It's more fun that way, anyways, right?
It's looking nice, very nice.
That flight director's your friend.
You're swinging it. It looks like the autopilot is still on. It's very good.
500.
Everywhere the autopilot, the flight director like to have.
One 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh,
Nose down.
very nice.
Press reversers. There we go.
Okay. Man, that's amazing.
That was a perfect landing.
Below 80, my control.
Tools.
Oh yeah.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, turn left. That's taxi.
Turn
It's
left.
supposed to be in that guy's house, but right.
Turn left. Next taxiway, AG123.
So the green lights are our taxiway lights, as you know. So make sure to follow them as much as you can. They're a little awkward because they kind of float above the ground in the simulator, but the after landing checklist.
Alright, that's the after landing checklist.
Okay, and as you're saying that, and as we finish this turn, I want you to kill engine 1. Me? Captain.
Yeah, after landing check, APU is required.
The APU, turn it on.
Turn it on.
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, then keep going. Okay.
Did you kill the engine?
No.
Pull it. Kill it. Okay, we're going to taxi on one engine. Keep going.
Why is this stop button?
That stops the starter.
Okay. I think I asked this question last time.
Nah, that's okay. We're going to need a little bit more power because we're literally just cut our power in half.
Alright, safety's on. Transponder radar.
Make sure our radar comes off.
Flaps up.
Right here.
Oh, what?
Lights and strobes.
Yeah, let's get the landing lights off and the strobe lights off and all that.
Oops.
Keep the logo and everything.
Nah, we'll get the strobes off. I mean, depending on something. Turn left here on pop.
Probes off.
Okay.
We're going
After
way
landing
fast,
check
man.
complete.
It's going way fast. Let's keep it below 25. Here. Cool. Yes, it's like when you have one engine, you kind of give a little bit of initial power, a little bit more than you want, then power back. Generally, you guys know what the speed limit is generally at most Class Bravo airports?
25.
Especially 30.
30.
But generally they'll have you keep it well below 30, but still exceed 30.
I keep going.
Pick a spot over there and just park it. Somewhere where you probably think that there'd be an actual gate. Just kind of smoothly turn that little bit here.
Doesn't actually show.
Unfortunately, no. Kind of sucks, actually. No, it doesn't. Alright, well, now we're parked and everything, kill the right engine.
Alright.
Oh, check first.
Cool. We're just going to kill the engine real fast, and then we're going to do our... let's see. Actually, my bad. Let's do our flows first. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
So let's do the first officer's flows first, and we're doing our normal flows but backwards. Okay? So, last thing the first officer does, let's do the first officer first.
FMS, right?
Yeah, FMS, so obviously. So let's cut up here. What's the last thing you did up there?
This
Yeah,
and
your
this.
hand right there. Yeah. Flip it off. Cool. Let everyone stand up. Cool. Turn the steering light off. Okay.
It's all. Good. Touch the hose.
Turbo fan can come off.
Don't touch that.
Recirc fan can come off too. You can even, depending on the airport, kill packs if you want right now too. So usually hook that stuff up anyways. Yep, push them both. And that's the end of yours. Cool. Now what's yours backwards? Yours is a bit longer. Captain's one starts down here. Everything's the same.
Uh-huh.
And we come up to here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try to stand up. Let's keep going.
Goes off.
Making sure that this is back, this is there, and that's there, right? Cool. Making sure that all that stuff is good. We obviously don't want to have to do the actual check, just make sure they're in the right position.
Okay,
Okay, so that's there, that's good, that's on. Cool. Coming up. Another shield, let's turn transfer off. Over here, and we're up here now. Alright, so let's get our, let's see, we can get our nav lights off, so our are off. I'm going to double check with Captain King if that was the beacon or the, because I've had people tell me both.
Would our beacon not be on there now?
What was that?
Is that what you were just talking about?
Yeah, I've heard two different people say that APU being on is the nav lights, and some people say that the APU being is the beacon. And those are both ATP pilots. I'll completely count them off. So it's for right now. We'll just keep the nav light off and the beacon on. Have an APU running, which is a small
Yeah,
change.
now that you think about it, when I was feeling all the jets out on the
Yeah. So let's actually switch that. I'll just go with what you said for right now. Kevin can tell me otherwise.
you can right about to start the engine.
Yeah, I think I flipped that last time. I was like, oops. All right, cool. Let's go over here, and then we get our hydraulics. All of them. Just turn them all off. Yeah, we don't need that now. Cool. Starters are not engaged. APU is running, which is great. Bleeds are all as they should be. Let's go over here, and let's get our fuel pumps off. Cool. All right. Everything's coming off and everything. Good. And usually we're going to be on the APU for a minute while we plug it in, but since it's a simulator, let's just kill the APU. Press the start-stop switch. Down here, we're going to wait for the RPMs to be around 45. At 45, let's close the door. You can come over there and kill the nav lights. Cool. We're going to kind of have it just slowly shut down. We'll wait for the RPMs to hit 0. The EGT will come down in time.
Door closed.
Cool. Door's closed. RPM's good. Last thing we do is our battery master.
Do we not check the fuel?
I'll wait for him to do that. Whoops. We would check that.
Okay,
How's
that's
it going? What's up? How's it going? You guys have one of these? Oh, yeah. We're all good. Just stopping by.
Yeah, you got my attention. It beats the heck out of Flight Simulator.
A little bit. It's funny the graphics not really, but
Yeah, but where you can actually touch everything.
oh, it's a level 5 simulation.
So you can count it.
Used to be flying over here, and then I realized how much it cost.
Well, you know that way too well. Oh, yeah, thanks for that.
Alright, well, don't have too much fun.
No, we won't.
How late are you guys usually in here?
Midnight. Midnight, yeah.
Do you generally come in here?
every Friday.
Every Friday. Yep.
Alright, it's not too much trouble. I might have to sneak in one of these nights and watch it.
Sounds good.
No worries. Have a good night.
You too.